everybody. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you're learning lots of things, and I hope you're enjoying this great show. There we go. Wow, I had no idea. The topic of my little talk today involves what you can do with your photos. And I own a little photo company in Fullerton, California. And when I bought my business, it was a traditional broken down photo lab that you'd take your film to, or you guys are too young, that your parents would take their film to and be able to have prints developed and made for them. And today it's such a different world, and the opportunities and the things that we can all do with our photos are endless. So my little session is just about I'm just talking to you about all the amazing things we can do with our images. Let me give you a little heads up about me. I have a photo company in Fullerton, California. I've been in business for 15 years. I'm the president of the Photo Marketing Association International that's here today with our How It's Made Creative Lounge and Marketplace. And if you haven't checked out all the neat things that we're doing over there, we really, our goal today and always is to inspire and delight people with photography. And so everybody's taking so many pictures, but we've put together a collection of beautiful living rooms and all kinds of spaces that show you how to display your photos once they're printed on a variety of surfaces that I didn't have any idea about when I first bought my business, and most of the people in this room don't have any idea about. So we have a little design center and boutique in Fullerton, California, but this show is much bigger than that. We're here to show you everything that you can do with your photos. How many of you knew that images could be printed on wood and on glass and on fabric and on metal and on obviously paper, but acrylic? You did. Okay, good for you. I brought some samples to show you what some of this looks like. And it's really, some of these things are so gorgeous. This is a beautiful new wood print that one of our suppliers is showing off over in the lounge. And it's absolutely stunning. It's direct printed to this piece of wood. And the wood itself makes a frame so that it hangs right on your wall without anything additional. And we think it is absolutely gorgeous. And we think certain images look amazing on this surface. So anything vintage. It does pick up a little bit of yellow. So if you're interested in printing on wood, be mindful that the surface itself takes on sort of a color characteristic. And you might not want to put a really beautiful landscape that has lots of blues and purples and reds in it on something that might be yellow and change the color. On the other hand, a vintage photo might look amazing on this because it might help it look even more antique and more sepia. So that's one cool surface. I know a lot of you here are up to date with what's happening out there in the world of printing, but I fell in love with metal about 3 years ago, and I brought it into my company and started to do some neat things with metal. This is a gorgeous print that we're showing off at the How It's Made Lounge and Marketplace. But this is a neat surface. Have you guys had experience with metal? Anybody in this audience? So you know that it does really, it's very saturated. It's incredibly beautiful. And it does, it enhances our images to make them just pop. A lot of, this is called HD, I think, metal, because it gives that almost HD effect. But there's many surfaces of metal. So there's a matte finish metal. There's a high gloss silver metal, and so in the white areas, this all becomes silver, and it's really beautiful for the right image as well. But I loved it, and I brought it into my store, and I'll show you a video of some of the things that we decided to do with metal, and maybe it will inspire your creativity. Because we went to a steel manufacturing plant and said, hey, Mr. Steel Guy, get that pallet down. I want you to cut some of this steel for us. And we now float our metal on galvanized steel. We float our metal on pieces of acrylic that are just spectacular. And it gives some interesting depth and an entirely new look to a single piece of metal that's beautiful in and of itself, but I like to enhance things. There's also some new things. I don't know how many of you have seen glass prints. But this is an image that is also sublimated on glass, and it's pretty unusual and different and has a neat texture to it. Can you guys, can that be seen without the glare? So this is printed direct to the glass. And I've recently fallen in love with acrylic, and I have a lot of beautiful acrylic prints on display in the lounge and marketplace. I think the people are attracted to things that are shiny. And so when we brought metal into our company, we sold lots and lots of it with our customers' images on it. Now we're showing acrylic, and I don't have a piece right here, but right around the corner you can go see what it looks like. And it's also very shiny. It has some neat depth to it. It works really well in a commercial application. We've done lots of acrylic walls for Ford dealerships and with beautiful imagery on acrylic. So I only have a few minutes left to talk, and I'm going to show you a quick video of some of the things that I've done with imagery. This is one other product before I do. It's not even a product on the market yet, but it is a direct print product that was originally manufactured. The technology was used in the sign industry to print on the back and the front of a surface. So this is a UV print on glass. The back is printed, and this word home is printed over the top right on the front. And so there's a lot of applications where you could take an image, maybe it's a portrait of a baby, and you want to include the date or the baby's birth date or the baby's, name just in small font on the bottom of something like this that I think is going to start to evolve in an output for our photography industry. So I'm really excited. This technology is available through a company called Go Vivid, and they have yet to really get into the photo space, but they're working on it, and we're showing some of the introductory things that you can do with that technology that was once just thought of for the sign industry over in the How It's Made marketplace and lounge. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'll just put this down here. And I'm happy to talk to you guys and answer any of your questions about surfaces, about sublimation, about inspiring and delighting your professional, photography customers. We just seem to be able to, we believe that there should be a tangible product in output for you, and we believe in, touching and feeling the merchandise, the products, the things that we live with, and the customer, the end user seems to be really delighted to learn that there's all of these new things that their photos can be printed on or printed to. So let me show you this little video. This is just a collection of people who shop with me and who really have found that this is pretty awesome. Those were holiday portraits that we took on a piece of steel. This is the metal process by stacking two pieces of metal together, one with a background and one with a foreground image. She used this image for her sign-in board at a wedding. This guy wound up doing his whole office in metal and acrylic. That was a journal with a metal cover, but a lot of companies now are doing book covers with sublimated metal on the top and the back. Of course, a lot of people still love canvas, and we love it too. She's a makeup artist, and metal's a neat surface to print her images on. And that was just an iPhone photo, so that was cool. Even though this video shows a lot of metal, what I like about it is that the consumer really does believe in the power of the print once they get engaged with it. And it's just a matter of us teaching them what they can do with it, whether it's from the professional photography point of view or as a hobbyist or a photo enthusiast. Just getting involved with these unique things that you can do really makes a difference in the end, I think. So. Those are some old sepia photos on metal. And these guys were just too cute not to put in this little slideshow. So the power of imaging is just so important, and I'm thrilled to show you guys a few of the ideas that we have in our company that really inspire and delight people, and they're really glad to know about it. And when I bought my little photo company, I had to dream up all of this stuff because none of it existed. And today we can just come up with just incredible things that really make people happy. And still to this day, most of the world doesn't know that those kinds of things are available. So thank you very much. And thanks. I hope you have a great time at this show. Thank you.